Welcome everyone. We are back.
Yes, we're back for our second episode of our podcast.
Episode, yes.
It's an epised of our podcast.
Yes.
I've learned my
You've
lesson.
learned. Yes, perfect.
Welcome to Inflated Minds, not your average balloon podcast. Hey, we got it right. We did it. We're going to be so good at this.
Yes, so the first one you probably already listened to.
And if not,
then please do so.
Yes.
It's our very chaotic introduction. Bear with us, our first episode. And it's basically an introduction of who we are, what we do, and what the podcast is for,
Yes.
I think. Well,
Yes.
that's what we tried.
yeah, that was our aim, whether or not we managed it or not. So for those of you who don't know us, I am Audrey.
I am Denise.
And we are DNA Events. And we are doing a podcast for people in the balloon industry, talking really candidly about the balloon industry,
Yes.
about how we got started, about little tips and tricks in the industry, and just being very real with you, what we're facing, our problems facing, starting a balloon partnership together internationally, all the things that we're getting up to. We're going to discuss everything on here. And also, we're going to be answering all your questions. So any questions that you have, we want to answer them. We want to, warts and all, we're going to try and answer everything that we can. If we don't know the answer, we're going to try and get the answer for you in a nutshell.
And every episode has a topic.
Yes.
We'll try our best to stay on topic and not get sidetracked too much.
Sidetracked?
Sidetracked? No?
Sidetracked. Okay, so Denise is Dutch, for those of you who don't know.
No, that's weird.
And I will correct her every now and then, just so
Yeah.
that you stay on track. Or we can just leave it in and we can all have a little giggle.
So you don't get sidetracked.
Yeah, so yeah. But her English is way better than my
with
Dutch.
me. I try my best.
Yeah, so I think she does amazing.
Yes, so this is what
Well
we
done.
mean, like we have a topic and we don't try to not get too much sidetracked,
Yes,
which you already do.
yes. So our topic today is getting clients.
Yes, finding your clients.
Finding your clients. So we're going to try and keep our subjects short, but like Denise said, who knows what comes up in it.
Yes.
So how do you get your clients? So we have two separate... No, listen. It's important that they know where we come from, but especially if they haven't listened to the
I
third
know.
podcast.
I just love that you start asking me questions and then go to how do you so listen.
So we have our own individual businesses. And
Wow.
You're laughing at me. Our own individual businesses. Denise has hers in the Netherlands and I have mine in the UK. And we have DNA events, which we do internationally on either side of the waters as well. So Denise, how do you get your clients in the Netherlands? I'm actually interested to know as well, because you probably get them differently to me.
Yeah. Actually, a topic I love very, very much. I think
Why?
I love it. I love marketing and,
Oh,
and
yeah,
like the
you
whole,
do. Yeah.
whole thing about
Oh,
having a
fuck.
business and running a business.
Oh.
I absolutely love it. And
I hate it. This is why we work well together,
Yes.
because I fucking hate that shit.
Actually, finding your clients is being active. I think a lot of people post online.
Yeah.
And like they make a website and they have an Instagram and a Facebook and a TikTok probably, and they post and then they don't understand why they don't get the bookings in. Because it's a thing, like you can post or you have like a great idea and you have it on your website and you're waiting for people to book. You can wait for a very long time. And yes, of course, it's important to have your social media and to be out there. But step one is knowing who your ideal client is. Who's your ideal customer? What do you want them to look like? What's their budget? What do you want to sell?
Yeah.
So when I started out, I actually did everything. I tried to do everything. So I was a balloon twister. So I did I didn't do busking. But
What's
I did
busking for people who
busking.
don't know?
So you go on the streets and you twist and actually, you either charge per balloon design or you work for tips. And I got booked via agencies to be a twister at shopping malls, events, parties, etc.
It's quite, what do I want to say? Like nervous, anxious? Are you like to be put on the spot like that? I mean, especially like if you're a twister, that's okay. But even then, if you're a twister, isn't that like quite...
I was really cute. I had a little clown costume, everything.
You're still very cute.
Yeah, I didn't have the
you had
makeup.
a clown costume?
Yeah, I had a clown costume and I had like I had long
Please
hair.
put up a picture of
so
that.
I had 2 ponytails.
Did you?
And I had like made little freckles and I had
Aw.
only a red tip of my nose.
And how old were you?
I was around 18, 19, yeah.
So you started busking from when you started?
Not busking, twisting, yeah.
Twisting.
But
okay.
that was one of the, I started doing that immediately. So when I started my business, I taught myself decor and went to a lot of classes to learn decor, but also twisting.
So how did you get your clients to pay for your twisting class, your twisting things?
Sign up with agencies.
You signed up with agencies?
Yeah, sign up with agencies and via.
So what kind of agencies? Like what?
Artists, street theater,
Okay.
stuff like that. And sometimes, because it was out there on my website, so when people Googled, for example, like balloon artist and in my region, they would find me, like I would pop up on their Google search.
Okay.
So those were 2 things that I did.
But a lot of people do that now still. They're balloon artists, they're children's entertainers.
Yes.
Like that kind of thing. Okay. And so they sign up to, but you can also do it like, somebody can book you.
You absolutely don't have to do it through an agency.
Yeah.
Like if people get to know you and it's the same as your decor, the services that you offer. You don't do it through agencies, so you absolutely don't have to do it through agencies.
However, okay, we'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah.
But in the beginning, so when I started, I did the twisting, I did decor, I did like number stacks and things for private parties, but I also did corporate events and I did a bit of still walking. So I did so many different things.
Wow, yeah.
And it was, so when you came on my website, like I didn't know how to tell it, how to
sell it.
Sell it
yourself, yeah.
Exactly. And until I like asked myself, what do I actually like? What do I enjoy? And I do like twisting. I did not like twisting for an audience, like on the spot, and especially not coming up with figures. Like kids they have really weird requests. And
what's your weirdest request?
I don't remember actually my weirdest request.
Yeah.
I think the weirdest like that a kid asked me to was a cacti.
They asked you to do a cactus?
Yeah. And I found it weird that a kid, they like everything.
Superman.
Exactly,
dog,
everything
cat.
they can come up with, what they want, and then they ask a plant. I found it so weird.
That is weird. I have to say it is weird.
Yeah, that was so not the weirdest thing what I had to twist, but the weirdest thing. And I have resting bitch face syndrome.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, and my working face is really, really serious working face. So imagine me twisting, and then they ask like weird things, and I'm like thinking, how am I going to twist it? Like it's not my brain. I'm thinking.
So you just
I'm working.
look like a very angry clown.
Yeah, exactly. I try to be funny and everything, and I try to rearrange like how I twisted, but at the end of the day, it was like. I like doing it, but not like, this is not my main goal. Like, I think there are bigger and more fun things for me out there.
Okay, so what did you focus on then?
I started to focus on, okay, do I want my customer to be? And it was like corporate. I love doing corporate jobs.
So for the sake of this podcast,
yes,
you recommend that you have more of a funnel to where you wanting to show go niche. So stop showing everything. Just like if a client comes to you, show the thing that you want to do.
Yes.
And if a client comes to you and says, well, I don't have that budget, then show them other things that you can do, but don't always showcase those things.
And if you don't want to sell things, you don't post them, you don't show it.
Yeah.
But it's more finding your ideal clients. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
What do you want to sell? Who do you want your client
money?
To be? Yeah. And for me, it was corporate events. I love to work for doing bigger event stylings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And sculptures, making sculptures, and it actually works because a lot of people say like, oh, it's cool, but I can never sell this. Well, actually, you can. You just have to find your ideal client. So if that's what you want to do, you have to find your client, because your client is it's not very likely for your client to find you.
Yeah.
You have to go out there, be active.
And sell yourself.
Sell yourself.
So that's a key aspect of this whole industry, is selling yourself.
Exactly.
Yes. No, don't just sit there and hope people are going to find you.
Yeah.
You have to show people what is capable,
Yeah.
especially balloons, don't you find? Because how many times do we show people what we can do and they go, oh my God, I never knew
that was possible. Yeah, exactly.
You all know this because
Yeah.
how many times do you show your family and they're like, I didn't know that's what you did. I thought
Exactly.
you twisted balloon dogs. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So show what you can do
Yeah.
and go out there and find your clients.
And
So how did you find your corporate clients? Did you do the legwork or did you go networking?
yeah, that's actually where this hat comes from.
Your hat?
Yes.
How to explain?
So I actually like the idea of like having a hat when I was like twisting, but I very quickly found out that it's something people recognize you from. So if you're in a crowd of people, what you want to do is you want to stand out because you want people to find you and have conversations. So
Sure.
I invested in networking. I went a lot to networking events. There's something in my hometown, it's called Open Coffee, Open Coffee Den Bosch. So it's in the city of Den Bosch. And it's in the morning.
What does open coffee mean? Because people don't speak Dutch.
I was
sorry.
Open coffee.
Open coffee.
Open coffee. So the doors are open, and it's in the morning. It's a couple of hours, and you come together with a whole lot of business people, and you just have coffee and you chat with each other.
Okay.
So you're gonna meet other business people.
There are networking business meetups in England as well.
Yeah.
I know that some of them you have to pay to be a part of. Some of them you're just invited to be a part of, and then you go and you tell people about your business.
Yeah, like Open Coffee is free. This was one of the first ones I went to.
Yeah.
And I quickly found out that my hat, I stood out from the crowd. So people actually came to me because they were interesting to know what I did because I looked different from all the other people. And from that moment, the hat became a thing for me because I was the girl with the hat.
Very clever.
Yes.
But, so I don't wear hats. So how do I stand out in networking?
You have to find...
Exactly. But,
Yeah,
you have to find your personality, don't you? You have
but you are very extroverted.
I am.
I'm more of an
and loud
introverted extrovert. Yeah. So I can be very, but I'm also like really like my own space, and I can be very shy too.
Mm-hmm. I know you can. Yes, yeah. People don't know that. But.
So the hat for me is perfect because people come to me because I look interesting.
Yeah.
You don't need it because you just talk to everyone.
I do.
You would like stand on the top of a chair and go like, "Hey everyone, this is me." And so
but not everyone's like that. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to find your thing. And don't say you need a gimmick or whatever. But go out there.
Just start talking to somebody.
So
and get their confidence.
Yes, networking is the biggest. The moment I started networking and using LinkedIn. If you want to do corporate, LinkedIn, connect with people. Yes.
Get yourself a profile. Show the work.
Yes.
Link
Are you
to
posting consistently already?
No, I'm actually really rubbish at it. I need to. Yeah, I need to. But this is it. I've got to admit, I am absolutely pants at marketing. I'm really, really rubbish.
She is.
I am. And I know you kick my ass all the time and you keep saying, have you done that? I'm like, no. And I keep saying, I don't have time. But then I start crying. I don't have any corporate clients. And then you go, well, have you done?
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you don't cry about it, if you're not willing to put it in the work.
Yeah. Go out there, meet people, find people, and find the right kind of people. So do a research.
Yeah.
So if you want corporate and if you want to go more niche, like you want to have big wedding planners, and you want to work with them, where do you find them? So find your client, know who your client is, and do research. Where are they, and how do you reach them, and how do you connect with them?
Yeah. So that's one thing I did with my corporate side of things. So my corporate side of things for Viva Balloons was the wedding side of things. Yes. Although I have calmed down a considerable amount now because I'm doing all the traveling with teaching for Sympatex and with DNA. So I haven't worked on my wedding side of the business for a while. And that's one thing. It's because I haven't kept up with it. My consistency has failed. So the people aren't coming to me anymore because I'm not doing. So what I used to do is do the wedding fairs and work with wedding planners. And now because I don't have the availability and I keep saying I can't do it and I keep passing on the work to other people, they are not coming to me anymore. Yeah. So it's the consistency that I'm lacking. Absolutely. So I'm not doing those things anymore. So that's the thing, being consistent. The wedding fairs is great for weddings, If you're going to do weddings, I did all the letters with the organic designs over there. That was my niche. That was the thing that I created for Viva Balloons, and it worked really well. And I did really well for Viva Balloons. However, I have pivoted a little bit now. But for people who want to get into that industry, go to wedding events, go to wedding planners and speak to them personally.
Yeah.
Ask them what they want, see if they can work with them. Sometimes they work on a budget or they work on a package deal, and add your balloons as part of your package deal just to get in the door. Venues as well. You know, they love a wedding fair setup for free. I know it's going to cost you a little bit, but if you can get them to pay for the costs.
Yeah, but even if things cost money, what people often forget, it's an investment.
Yes.
And
it's your marketing,
People sometimes see a price and they're like, oh, but it costs so much. No, but it is an investment. So if you go do a wedding fair, what does it cost? What does it cost you to showcase your business?
Well, it depends. So I've made a deal when I went there. If you are going as a supplier, they usually charge you per table, and it depends on the venue. So between £10 and £50 a table, maybe even more. But because I did the setup for them, they didn't charge me for that area, because I made their venue look pretty, basically, and I asked them for costs of the balloons.
Yeah.
So all the time and the effort was my payment for setting up there.
Yeah.
And if you can go there and go meet the couples.
Absolutely.
Go. Don't just drop off your pamphlets, because no one's going to hand out your pamphlets
There's
for
so
you.
many
You've done
pamphlets.
all that work, and no one's handing out your business card or you can't sell yourself.
And it's your business. Connect with people, build a relationship immediately, and there's them so more likely, because you have that conversation, you're building a bond with someone, and like it's only the Dutch word gunnen.
There isn't a word for gunnen.
They want to book you because they want you to have the job.
They feel for you. They
because you have that bond together.
They want to give you gratitude towards you. I think that's the best way
even if we go back to that investment part.
Yeah.
So you're doing a wedding fair or whatever, maybe you're advertising in a local newspaper, whatever. You don't just look at the budget and say like, oh, that's a lot of money I'm going to pay. No, it's an investment you do, and there needs to be a return of investment. ROI. Return of investment.
Yeah, ROI.
Yeah. Yes, return of investment. That's super important. So every time you're doing, for example, a wedding fair, and let's say it's going to cost you, can we put an amount on it just for what would it cost
£800. Oh, so to do the wedding fair?
Yes.
Oh, cost of balloons?
Costs.
Say £100.
£100.
Yeah.
That's all. And then your time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on what I'm doing,
Yeah. So how many bookings do you need to get in to have that return of investment?
Like one.
But that's something, that's how you, as a business owner, you have to start looking at things.
Yeah.
It's not costs. So if you want to start selling a certain design, you have to make it one time. And that money for the balloons to make the design that you want to start selling and your time is an investment. And you have to sell it once to have a return of your investment.
I understand.
And then you start making profit. And it's a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
But it's especially as a business owner, that's how we should think.
Yeah.
And if you don't think, if the investment is so high and you can't make like a return of investment, think different.
Yeah, I understand. So, okay, so that's corporate. So corporate,
Yes.
LinkedIn, wedding fairs, networking. What about door-to-door for corporate? What about going...
private customers, like you want to sell number stacks and
Okay,
everything.
I'm going to get to that.
Okay,
We're just finishing the corporate side
Okay.
of things. Because not everyone's going to do corporate. It is a
Yes.
big thing. It is very daunting, especially if you just started up a balloon business. Not everybody wants to do corporate.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you were saying like a cool thing that you said to me for corporate is keep an eye out on Instagram and in your local area of businesses opening up.
Yes, it's something I do all the time.
I know you do. I think it's so cool. I never even thought about that when I first started.
Yeah.
Because businesses opening up always need a balloon arch.
Or having an anniversary. Or,
yes. Yeah.
So I can always keep an eye out on what's happening in my area, and if things are opening, or if people have shops have anniversaries or whatever.
And what do you say to them?
Events. I just send an email. It's like what do they call it? Like cold calling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a basic email introducing myself, and building that connection, that bond with them. So I see like, oh, you're gonna open like your shop there and there, really cool. Like your branding looks amazing. Also, always try to throw in a little bit of branding. So recently I emailed a company, and they were this like more streetwear kind of clothing shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna offer them like 2 basic columns. One, I don't like to make them and sell them, but I look at the branding and I already put it in the email, like, oh, I looked at your branding, like we could do these colors and this style of decor, for example, like this is what it could look. You can even do a simple mock-up if you're good at mock-ups.
I'm rubbish. I do pencil drawings.
But
I literally do like a pencil drawing and I screenshot it and I go, something like this. Please just bear with me.
That's what customers you're already talking to. So if you talk to like possible new customers, you don't have to make a mock-up, but you could do it. But it's cold calling, so it's basically just seeing like, hey, I see you have an event coming up. Have you thought about balloons? Because maybe they didn't even think you're planting seeds.
Yeah. And a lot of businesses that start up and they open, they like phone you the day before and go, oh shit, I forgot about the balloons. Can you do a balloon arch for me?
And reach them out.
So if you reach out to them beforehand, you probably can organize something cool, and you can work on a budget, and you can make something really cool for them. So keep that in mind.
So as a business owner, you can be 2 kinds of people, to say it very blunt, but you can be the one who's sitting, like puts up their website and their regular posts, and then sit at home waiting for bookings and complain, oh, like I'm a victim, or not a victim, but like I don't have like these bookings, like it's so quiet. Or be active and go out there.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have any bookings, it means you have time left over to invest in your company, because time is also an investment to upgrade your Google search.
That's what I was going to say. For like corporates, I can't tell you how many times people have phoned me from a Google search. Yeah. Because I keep my Google up to date. I do keep my Google up to date, and I keep my reviews up to date, and I keep my pictures up to date, because a lot of people they do their Google page and they forget about it. So they've got like from 10 years ago these arches that are not valid anymore, and they've had beautiful work since then, and they've not posted it. So keep your Google page up to date and keep your reviews relevant, because the companies will look and go, oh, she's had a review 2 weeks ago.
I do the same. If I want to go to a business, I'll look them up on Google and see their reviews. And if they have 0 reviews, I'm like, I don't know. And if I see another company and they have reviews.
Exactly, And it doesn't cost anything to ask for a review, review. I'm speaking like you now. A review.
Excuse me, speaking like you.
A review.
Review.
Minnie, it's killing me. Okay, so so no, I know, but that's why I sit like this. I'm not old, older. It's because you're so young. Okay, anyway, back to so Google. That's one thing I was going to say. Google. No, okay. So keep your Google page up to date.
Yes.
And then also in England we have balloon insurance companies that we are with. So because you have to be insured to do balloons, it's an important part of doing balloons. And on those pages are directories for balloon artists. Okay. So a lot of times, like balloon people who work with a lot of balloon artists go looking for a lot. So we have Marks and Spencers, or we have
other big companies.
Other big companies who are looking for balloon artists, but they have stores up and down the country, and not one balloon artist can do all of those stores. Yeah. So there are companies, balloon artist companies, that look for artists that can do 2 columns, or do an aerial arch, or do an arch up and down. But if they can't find you, they're not going to try and hire you. Yeah. So I've been asked to do a few of those, and I know some people have as well, and everyone's like, how do you get on it? I just keep my directories up to date. Yeah. So keep your directories up to date. Very important. Also like go back to like when I first joined the insurance company, I put my balloon information in, but since then my art is so changed, you know, and it's more relevant. So put some more relevant keep updating yourself all the time.
So we talked about getting corporate clients. We talked a little bit about weddings. So what if your ideal customer is like the private customers who have their own birthday parties and anniversaries? And
so for me, I don't know about. Okay, do you want to
No.
say
I'm asking you.
You go first.
No, I'm asking you.
You go first. Okay.
Ladies first.
Oh, wow. Oh,
I'm a gentle lady.
So yes, you are. So for me, word of mouth. Word of mouth, especially in my area. Get people to talk about it. Do something. Post it on everyone's page. So we have in England a marketplace. So when I first started out, I put so many posts on Marketplace. You're not allowed to post all the time on all the different groups.
Yeah,
but I just
it's Facebook groups.
The Facebook groups.
Okay.
But also like selling pages. So in your area, you have a certain amount of selling pages. So I just put them on all of them, and some of them got denied, and some of them, but people will see that. And then the community pages. If I could post anything to do with my balloons, I put it on there. And then I would just ask somebody, like if I did a balloon for somebody, I'd just say, please don't forget me to tag you in your photos. You know, just ask people to tag you.
It's really good.
It's word of mouth, and it doesn't take much to just ask them, you know, I'd love to see your photos. Would you mind tagging me in them?
Yeah.
You know, I really want to see like the birthday girl get her balloon or something like that. And then comment on them. So when they tag you, be grateful and comment on it. So make sure that you go, oh my gosh, that looks brilliant.
And also in private messaging, like we said, like you bond with your clients. So if you have like, even after you've delivered the balloons and you just send them a message like, did everything go well? Were you happy? And it's just like this bond building, and they're so much more likely to
book you again
and or refer you, recommend you to others.
Because you got to think about it. Every person that you do a balloon for, they have a brother, a sister, an aunt, a mother, you know, and if you're part of that family's community, you're the balloon person that they go to. That's a lot of, you know, balloons that you're doing. And I did find that where I lived, that I had balloon communities of families that used me no matter what, you know. And then be creative with your ideas. So when they ask you for something, go, what about this? And upsell.
Yeah.
Because they want that. They want you to be the expert in your field. So if they ask you for a number stack, say, yeah, but would you like some like balloons for the tables? Or would you maybe want an arch instead? What about this idea? So always use your creativity and upsell yourself.
Keep in mind that when people say, like, for example, they book an arch, a balloon arch, they don't want a balloon arch. They want the entrance decorated in a nice way. They say balloon arch because that's what they know.
Yes.
And they ask what they know. So you're the expert, and you can advise them on colors, on styles, on things that are possible if you know their budget.
Yeah.
Very important to first ask their budget.
Always ask your budget first. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I think we'll do that in another podcast.
That's another topic.
We just go on a tangent.
But those are really important things. It's more about sales than finding clients. But
yes. And also if you can get into, so where I made a lot of clients, where I used to live, I befriended a chemist, and they gave me their front window to decorate, and I was always in the front window. Yes, they paid for it, but even if they didn't, it would still have been for me marketing, because I had so many clients just from that one window, because it was one, like as you drove into the city, into the town, my balloons were always on show. So everyone knew it was me. I had my little banner there saying Viva Balloons, and everybody, you know, and I was the go-to girl.
And that's the whole thing, what we talked about, building connection. I had the same, like, on LinkedIn. You actually build connections with business people.
Yes.
And that's so important. Like you said, like you befriended this person, so you got this job, which resulted in more clients. It's super interesting.
Yeah. So it's word of mouth.
Yeah.
We're
Cool.
building connections, word of
So
mouth.
cool.
Yeah. And then also, don't be afraid of posting a lot on social media and Instagram and TikTok, but be aware that that's not where your clients go to look. They might be interested in your Facebook page for ideas, you know, because they're scrolling through, but they're not going to look for your page. They're not going to look for Bossa Balloon Stylist or Viva Balloons. You know, they might not even know who you are. They're going to look for balloons in Den Bosch or balloons in your area. That's what they're going to look for, and that's, you know, that's the Google. That's the and then have a good landing page, like a website or a Facebook page.
Make sure all the buttons work. There's a call to action, that they know which phone number to call, an email. Make sure that everything works. Cool. And also with the social, it's good to have social media.
Yeah.
But who's your audience? Who are you posting for? For other balloon artists to inspire them, or to find clients? But what do clients do on social media? They're not on social media to shop balloons.
No.
They're trying to be inspired. And so it's very important to know who you're posting for, what's your goal, who's your target audience, all of these things.
Absolutely.
Also, completely different topic.
Yes,
but it's important.
You say I just want to touch on the website thing, because not a lot of people can afford a website, but they are free.
Doesn't need to be expensive.
No, but you don't actually have to have a website. You just need a landing page, and you can have. Is it GoDaddy or?
I don't know.
Oh, in English it's GoDaddy. It's free. There's a whole. If you just Google like free website, all you need is a page to say, go to my Instagram account or go to my Facebook account, and then just so that they have a landing page and they can see that you actually have a website. If you want to, you can build up your website. Yeah, but okay, that's another another podcast. But yeah, okay, but it's just but it's about finding your clients.
Yeah, but
just
also your
always make them go to a place.
Yeah.
So if once you've got the client, just make them go to a place
where they can be in direct contact with you. And also your social media, make sure you have good bios and everything, but those will also pop up on Google searches and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What, do bios on Instagram?
Yeah, well, if people do a search, like your Instagram can pop up on a Google search.
Oh, yes.
So make sure you use correct terms, like all the SEO.
What?
Like balloons, like in your local town. I don't know, like balloons in Hoyland.
Oh yeah, that's where I live.
Yeah,
Hoyland.
That's why I said it.
Barnsley.
That's why I said it.
Yeah. Yeah. So balloons. So I would say like balloons in Hoyland, or balloons in Barnsley, if that's my catchment area, or balloons in Manchester, if I live in Manchester.
Or your name is like somewhere in your URL or something, like there's balloons. Like.
Yeah, okay. And that will go into the Google search?
Yeah, it does sometimes.
Okay.
I find sometimes I'm Googling for certain things and I see Instagram pages pop up, and like I
just burped.
Wow.
Can you edit that out?
I said I'm going to do one thing, but I'm not going to edit.
Oh, okay, fine. I mean, coughing and everything anyway, so.
I lost my thread. Oh, I'm not an SEO expert.
Okay.
Or all these things, so I can't.
But this is it. None of us are.
No.
So we're kind of winging it. That's why I'm asking you, because you are a marketing expert.
Yeah, well, what I do, I like...
You've done a whole big marketing degree and everything.
I don't have a marketing degree, Audrey.
No, I don't. Did a whole big marketing course.
No, I don't have a marketing degree. But I do find it very interesting, and I've invested a lot in courses over time on social media, on marketing, on a lot of different topics, because I love being in business. I love being an entrepreneur. I love being a business owner.
Yeah.
And I want to grow as not just a balloon artist, but as a business owner.
Yeah, because
that's a huge passion.
The whole thing is get the clients, make some money, and make a viable business. And don't make a business that is just running from one bit to another.
I used to do that when I just started out. Like I was 18 when I started my business, and I did it. Like I just assumed my numbers would get better like throughout the year and every year. And I didn't actually really look into it. I just made balloons and it was growing. And then a little bit later on, when I really started funneling my business and I started like getting into it more, that's where I got interested in all these topics. And I was like, oh, it's actually really interesting how it all works, and how to divide my time, how to divide budgets, and all these little things. How do I find my clients? And I find it super interesting. Also, absolutely enjoy starting up my new business at the moment and finding those clients. And it's challenging, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always run smoothly. Like we talked about cold emails. Sometimes you don't get a response or anything, but that's okay.
I get so disappointed when people
but it's not, don't take it personal.
But you do, don't you? You do take it personal.
No, I don't.
You don't. Well, you're hot as nails.
I'm not. I'm
you
a
are.
big softie.
I'm like, why nobody loves me? Why nobody?
No, it's just reaching out to people and
I know.
And try different ways. Like I'm gonna try flyering, like and do
flying.
Flyering.
You're gonna fly.
Flyering. Audrey.
You're gonna flyering.
Flyers, spread flyers, pamphlets, whatever.
Pamphlets. Can you say pamphlets?
Yeah. So I tried. I'm gonna talk to you guys now. No, but try different things. Don't just try one thing and then cry that it's not working. Like try different things.
Yeah, absolutely. Flyers. You're gonna try flyers. I don't think flyers work in England as much, but I think for you, you've got a new business in this area. I think that it is something that they do to marketing.
It just needs to be catchy.
Yeah,
it needs to stand out. So don't make it with AI.
No,
because everyone has those.
We're gonna have another podcast.
Yeah,
on AI.
that's a different topic.
We're not even gonna
go. No, but stand out, be you, and be quirky, be fun, or be who you are. You don't have to be quirky and fun if that's not your whole business. Is who you are. I just mean like
be genuine.
Be yourself.
Yes.
And that's what business is about. And
people will
don't sit back and wait. Like take action, go out and find your clients. Step 1, knowing who your client is, where they are.
Yes. I think that's amazing advice. If I do say so myself.
Yes.
I think we have nailed this. If you think that we are speaking a lot of crap, then let us know.
We're not.
I know, but I want them to let us know. But if you think that we could have touched on some other subjects with this topic, please let us know. We want to know.
Yeah, and if you have amazing tips and tricks on clients, then let us know.
And also put it in the comments so other people can read it.
Yeah,
because the whole point is that you're our balloon community. That we are reaching out to you. We're telling you our tips and tricks and our experiences. But if you want to put your experiences down in the comments below so other people can read, it's actually really interesting. Or if you want to go onto our group page called Inside the Lab.
Group page. If you want to go to our Facebook group. Oh, wow. DNA Inside the Lab.
DNA Inside the Lab. You can actually post. Don't me. Really? Actually picked this business partner, but anyway.
So did I. I don't know why. No, I do. It's a lot of fun.
No, it is a lot of fun.
Yes. Yeah. And I think like we've
learned so much from each other.
Yes, exactly.
Well. Yeah. So hopefully you've learned a little bit from us today.
Yeah, I hope this podcast, episode 2, inspired you.
Episode 2.
What's the next thing we're going to talk about?
Episode 3 is going to be...
You tell me. You're in charge of planning, Audrey.
I think... wait, where's my piece of paper? I have a piece of paper. Oh, it's not on here.
It's the wrong piece of paper.
It's the wrong piece of paper. Oh, it's in this book. It's in the book. Confessions of a Balloon Artist. Okay. So, episode 3 is...
Oh, wow.
Oh, we have a few. What are we going to do? Let's choose one. Let's go like... Oh, yeah. Let's do... What about that one?
I can't read your... Okay, talk about... Okay, so we're going to do this again.
Oh, we could do that one, because that kind of follows on to...
Yes, perfect.
Okay, we're going to... Yeah. So we're going to do social media, photos and videos, how to edit, how to...
Put the book away, and we're going to do it again. So this was episode 2 of our podcast.
Yay!
Yes, I hope it inspired you. And we will be back next week.
Yes.
With episode 3, which is going to be
what was it again? Oh, social media and videos and photos and and how to present and show yourself, how to show up in social media.
Exactly.
Which ones to use. Are we still doing hashtags? Are we,
nobody knows.
We're not experts, but we're going to tell you our experiences, what works for us, what hasn't worked for us, especially showing videos, showing photos, your grid on Instagram.
Lights, all these things. What's super important when making footage for your business.
and who to collaborate with, all of that.
Don't tell them everything.
Oh, okay. We won't have anything for a podcast.
For the next episode.
Okay, so we'll see you next time. Send us your questions and we'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
3. I guess I'm 3. Let's goodbye and don't. 3.